that was definitely an experience. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review for you Guns Akimbo. Guns Akimbo is an action, kind of sci-fi-ish, but action comedy film starring Daniel Radcliffe. It is an obscure film about a gang that films basically deathmatch video game style, but in real life, out in the city. So inadvertently, through Daniel Radcliffe being kind of an internet troll, he gets tied into this world, and he's stuck in basically team deathmatch until there's only one standing. And now, that is our movie. So I was scrolling through Vudu today, because that app is amazing, and that's not a paid sponsorship, I wish it was. Vudu, I saw that the movie came out, and Guns Akimbo has been one of those movies that you've seen pictures of Daniel Radcliffe in this film for a while, and they finally released it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go out and buy it. And I did, and it was worth it. Guns Akimbo is a solid action film with a lot of comedy. One of the things that immediately sold me was Daniel Radcliffe himself. He plays this kind of relatable gamer guy that goes home at the end of the day after a stressful day at work, drinks a ton of beer, and he goes online, and then, you know, if he so chooses to be those people in the YouTube comments section or the Facebook comments section, or any of those, then he is. And this time, it comes back to bite him. And you just kind of feel it with him, where you're like, you know, you're just a regular guy. They don't try and make him a conventional movie star in this film. He doesn't look, you know, how Tom Cruise always tries to look immaculate in every role that he's in, or things like that. He's very much a normal guy. He's not fully shaved. He's in his underwear for a large chunk of the movie, because he's walking around his own place when all this goes down. And so, it's just, they do all these things, kind of like how, now it's not as good as Die Hard, but to reference Die Hard, you know, John McClane, one of the effective tools was he was barefoot. He was kind of caught off guard, and so he only had what he had when it all popped off. And that's basically how Daniel Radcliffe is in this film. He's in his underwear. He has these tiger slippers. He's in a bathrobe. He's caught at his most vulnerable moment, having to do this absolutely extraordinary thing. And that works really well to this film's strength. On top of that, in my opinion, the second star of the film really is the cinematography. You get a lot of these amazing wide shots, but also on top of that, this film tries to be something else, because its audience is very much video game based, and the theme is video game based. So they do a lot of these things on the screen where it's bright and vibrant, and you watch the action, you see some kind of video game-ish angles, and also they do some really cool shots where, for instance, if someone's leaping over like a counter, the camera goes over with them, so you almost get this kind of POV feel, but at the same time, not really, but it's just enough to go, oh, that was a cool shot, I didn't think they'd do that. There's a shot that they actually do like a 360-degree roll, and it was just really cool because the camera stayed smooth the entire time, so you still got this really crisp image, and it works really well. It's something that Kingsman did in the first film, particularly with the church segment, and this film tries to do a lot of stuff like that, and it was really fun to watch. Now, to obviously critique this, the other characters are a little bit forgettable. You have the over-the-top bad guy who's basically Victor Zsasz from the Batman universe, and also meets Jigsaw, just kind of that. And then you have the main opponent girl, and Nyx, and she is interesting enough, but you just have a lot of these kind of casual encounters with them, and you feel less connected to them, but they do it over the top from a normal, conventional character development, which works to the film's strength. So even though the characters aren't fully as fleshed out as maybe I'd like, and certain things just happen for the sake of it's a movie, but at the same time it's done in that over-the-top nature that you go, you know, that's fine. because the movie knows what it is, which is an over-the-top action comedy, with, in my opinion, a little bit of sci-fi in there. Now, they also do some really cool stuff like gamer power-ups where they show it on the screen to really give you that Scott Pilgrim kind of feel. Actually, in my opinion, the best way I'd describe this film is kind of if Scott Pilgrim and that movie, like Free Fire or Free For All, whatever it was called, I forgot, it was produced by Martin Scorsese, got it in like a dollar bin. But it was like that kind of thing if it drank a lot of Four Loko and just went on a bender. That is what this film is. Guns Akimbo is really awesome in the most kind of grimy but over the top, just so excess kind of way. It's a very satisfying movie to watch. And you know, like I finished watching the movie probably about 20 minutes ago. I wouldn't mind watching it again. It was fun. And you know, we need more fun movies like that have a little bit more of that light-hearted, over-the-top nature. And you know, I have to say, I will recommend this to a lot of people. And I'm fully recommending it to you right now. So I hope you go out and watch it. So I'm gonna say that Guns Akimbo is absolutely big screen worthy. Like, this film deserved to be on the big screen this year. But, you know, it's video on demand, you can buy it on Blu-ray, all of that. I recommend you go out and support this film. It's so much fun, and it's unapologetic in every joke it makes, and it kind of makes fun of society as a whole. And it's just, we really need movies like this, so I love it. So yeah, big screen worthy. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, did you enjoy Guns Akimbo? Are you gonna go out and watch it now? Don't forget to like and subscribe, I got plenty more videos coming to you. Love you guys.